my little post-it here to remind myself. Okay, so it does look like we're live. So welcome you guys to tonight's Tuesday night training. I'm super excited about this training because Gene actually gave me a really good idea a few months ago. He created a link tree. So if you guys didn't see that training, you should. It was really cool. But it made me start thinking about other ways that a local business could use something like that. So kind of simultaneously, right when Jean did that training, my sister, who has a nonprofit foundation, she was doing some networking, going to different events, and there are a lot of professional networkers who go to these events. But she said, man, it really sucks because I'm at these events, everybody's trying to be no contact, but at the same time, people are just literally walking around with notebooks and writing each other's information down, which that's not efficient. I'm an automation person. I want to find a way. How can I help you automate this? So obviously I see there's a need in the market. You know, how can you solve this problem? So I was like, well, there has to be a better way because, you know, in the previously in like the olden days, we would just hand out business cards. But the problem with business cards is you hand it to someone and that's it. How are you going to follow up with them? The goal is you want to get their information. You don't want to just give your information and then how do you follow up? Then the flip side of that is you go to all these networking events and you get all of these business cards, but now you have to go home, you have to sit at your computer, you have to type them all in, or you have to pay for these expensive CRMs where you can, take a snapshot of the business card and then you still have to enter the information in. So I discovered a different way of doing this. And I'm going to share that with you guys tonight. So let me go ahead and move some things around here and share my screen. Okay. So hopefully you guys can see my screen here. So this is actually what's called a digital business card. Now here is a company called Social Master, and you can see it's just the world's most basic website-ish. You can choose, you literally click a Facebook if you want that. And so you can see how basic it is. There's not really a lot of options. And then they give you, a lot of these companies will give you like it's like a RFC or something like that, that you can tap your phone. But only new phones use it. So it's kind of, I would say clunky because there's not really a lot of options. And you have these little things that you can get and it attaches to that like generic, like business card-ish website. RFC is what it's called. But like I said, only new phones really have this capability. And a lot of people have never heard of it, don't know how to use it. So I'm thinking if I'm at a networking event and I'm saying, oh yeah, all you have to do is go ahead and activate your RFC and then scan that. I feel like being the skeptical person I am, if I didn't know what that was, I'd be like, are you trying to steal my information? I would feel really weird about that. So I would not consider this a viable option for me, and definitely not something that I really want to walk around trying, enable your NFC, and then, I'll just tap my phone. So not really a good option. There's another company here. They basically create the same thing. And again, you can get like a generic type of website. You see the options that they have here, really super, super basic. Then they give you like this card. And then this card, again, has like the RFC on it that you have to activate. You can also buy like a key fob or something. But again, I don't like this technology. I think it's weird. People don't really use it. They don't know what it is. So you can see in this video, he's basically using that. So I feel like if this was me at a networking event telling people, again, I don't like it. So there's another company here, basically the same premise. So generic website. I mean, you can see how extremely basic this is. And I think this company actually charges you, it's like, you can choose these different options here. And it's like, you know, $55, $35 or whatever. So there are definitely a lot of options, but they're basically, I mean, if you look at this technology, all they're doing is creating the world's most basic website with just some buttons and fields, and then they're attaching it to either a QR code or that RFC thing, okay? So what I did is I actually used Cheetah for her, and I just created, this is just a one panel website. So it is, all I did was put the background here. I added an image. I added her name, the foundation name. I also customized the social media, you know, graphics, you know, that tool that we have, the element, the social media bar. And then I just put a contact form in here and then a link to the website where you can donate to the foundation. So what happens is she goes to these networking events and she can share this website with people. And then she can actually, if she wanted to add like a video to do a presentation of the foundation, she could do that here. And this is just a simple contact form. So she can get the information that she needs, and then it will email her. And then she will take the email and actually put it in her CRM because she uses a different CRM. So this is how we set it up. But the bonus of this is using a contact form is we actually created a thank you page where she could send people to, and it would say, hey, do you like, you know, after they've entered their info and then she gets the email, then it would go to a thank you page where it says, hey, do you like, you know, you want a digital business card for yourself? Go ahead and sign up here. So now it's a way of having, and I gave these for free to everyone in her foundation to go to these events. And every time someone enters their information, they go to my Builderall link to get their own template. Okay. So that's a way that you can promote Builderall and give someone a free template. And look how cool it is. She's at all these events and she's, you know, saying, hey, yeah, here's my, you know, my business card or whatever. And then sending people to Builderall for me. So I create it for free, but now I have like a walking, talking sales machine selling Builderall for me, right? So I give them something, they give me something, everybody wins. I also created my own digital business card. I put a video here. I have my own name. I have my link here to my Google reviews, and this is just a magic funnel. So they come here, they see, you know, my video. I have my social media links. This is just a simple, simple website. Okay, but it's beautiful on mobile because all you have is just this little skinny, basically like a link tree, except you can sign up for Builderall here and then I get commission, right? So I'm going to share this every time I do a YouTube video. I'm going to share this and say, click the link if you want to create a Builderall account. The cool thing is you can add all the bells and whistles. Like I have some social proof down here. So it's not just like one of those generic link trees or, you know, one of these options here. They don't have all those options. So it's just, again, you can add all of the cool Builderall tools. Just to show you how basic this is, it's a simple panel. It has an image, has the name, just some text boxes here, has the social media links. And I'm actually going to go ahead and share this with you guys so you can have your own template. Let me share it in the chat. So you guys, since you are joining us live, you can have your own digital business card. So just click in the chat and then you can start customizing that yourself. So now you have your own digital business card. And again, I did a much more in-depth training about creating this, how you can connect it to your CRM, how you can, you know, the difference between a contact form, a mailing boss form, and magic forms. And I did talk about how to create a QR code. I'm also going to share this with you as well in the chat, so you guys can check out that training. This that I'm sharing with you is just the module from my group e-learning. So in in my Facebook group for the local business, I created a e-learning program where we put all of our training and everything in there. So you guys can definitely, you can check out, that's the direct link to this module, but you can definitely check out all the rest of that if you want to. So now we have our digital business card, right? So I'm going to just copy this link here, but now here's the problem. You have this and it's great, but we want the cool thing that you can scan, right? That's the cool thing about the digital business card is you can, you know, share your phone with someone and they can scan it. And then now your website is on their phone, right? And that's no contact. That's the coolest part of this whole thing. There's no pen and paper. There's no like weird, like, you know, go ahead and activate that on your phone, because everyone, even the older phones, if you just go to take a picture, you can scan a QR code and it recognizes that, and then you can open that up. So I would just want to show you quickly how easy this is to create a QR code. I use app.qr-code-generator.com, but you can search and find all kinds of free QR code generators. This is just the one that I use. The difference between the free and the paid is usually just the analytics, so you can tell how many times it's been tracked and all of that stuff. But here's a little hack. If you use the Builderall link shortener, you can actually track that information anyway. And then when you come to this place here to create your QR code, if you put that cookied link to your website in here, the link shortener will actually track it for you. So if I go, let me just go in here into this account. I think it's in the affiliate section. I'll just go here and I'll show you how to cookie this link. So we'll go to Builderall Premium Funnels and we'll go to link generator and let's just paste this link here. So now here's the thing. Not only can you track how many times this has been clicked, let's just look at this one here. Not only can you track how many times this has been clicked, but you can also use the free one, right? So you don't really have to worry about paying for it or whatever. If you wanted to do it this way, Builderall will track this for you in the link shortener. So let's create a QR code. So I'm going to click here to create a QR code. And there are two different kinds. So there are dynamic QR codes and then there are static QR codes. So the difference is with the dynamic ones, they're usually the limited ones. So if you want, you know, like this plan that I'm on, I get 2 dynamic codes. And the difference is that I can update a dynamic code. So I don't have to go back and change the code everywhere that I've posted it on a dynamic code if I want to change the website it links to. But with a static code, I can't edit that at all. Okay, so just so you know the difference. So right now, I'm just going to create a static code. I'm going to click website because I want to send them to that digital business card that we created. Let me move this thing out of the way. So I'm going to click next. And then I'm just going to paste that cookie link here. Okay, so if this was a free QR code generator, I will still have all of the tracking information because we use this link. So I'm going to go ahead and go next. And now you see we have all of the options here. So for this particular one, you can change any of the styles here. So if you like this one better, you can change the text, you can change all of the colors. If you want to add a logo, you can choose that here. I already have some uploaded. So we'll say for now that we love this, and this is our QR code, and this is what we're going to use. So I'm going to go ahead and download this. And I want to show you how you can easily create an image. So I'm just going to save this to my desktop here, and we'll say that's fine. So what I like to use is Canva. Okay, so with Canva, it's just, if you guys are unfamiliar, it's just a graphic tool that you can use. I absolutely love it. So what I'm going to do is go to create a design. So I want to actually choose like a mobile. So I'm just going to choose mobile first website. I'm not going to actually create a website. I just want it to be that size. So before I continue with this, let me stop sharing. I just want to make sure that I have not completely lost you guys. Are you following along? Do you have any questions? No? Okay. All right, so let's
Where do we start?
go.
I've got 1,000 questions.
Oh,
Can I ask you just a couple quick ones?
sure.
The app.qr-codegenerator.com that's not a free site, but is there a, I mean, how expensive is it to do that? Like if you have 3 or 4 you want to make
I
10.
can't remember. Let me just search QR code. And you can see there are so many options here. And like I said, I think there's this one here, I think is what it is.
We're not looking
QR.
at the screen.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay. Okay, so this one here, QR code monkey, I just got to this. I searched QR code, and the only reason I clicked on this one is because I remember this being free and being pretty decent. So you could actually just choose this. Like I said, it's free, but you can't edit it or anything. So if I was to paste this here, I could set some colors, I guess. I could do that. I could add a logo if I wanted to. Let's say this. And then, do the custom design. So if I wanted that, any of this, and then I could do generate QR code. So that's what my QR code would be. And then I could just download that. I mean, it's going to ask you to sign up, but I think it still downloads and lets you have that QR code. Let's see. So maybe not. Yeah, it's being generated. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't really matter which one you use. Let's see. This one says QR code. So it let us have it. So technically, like you see how fast I just did that. So we could use this QR code and it would be fine. And if I scanned this, like actually, if you guys put your phone up to the screen right now, you should be able to scan this and it'll go right to that website that I just linked it to. So that's the cool part. And if you guys have ever seen like on the news or something, they even have QR codes there on the screen. They'll tell you like, hey, put your phone up to the screen and scan it, and then get more information or whatever. Something else that's really cool you can do with QR codes is you can actually put them in like on your YouTube channel. Let me show you actually. If you go to YouTube, and you choose, let's see, let me go to my channel. If I was to bring any of these videos up here, you see in the corner, you can always add your logo here, and you'll see mine is actually a QR code. So if someone is watching my videos on YouTube, like on their TV or even their computer, and they scan this, it actually goes to my website. So lots of places you can put QR codes. There's another thing here you can add to, let's go to my timeline. If you look at this Facebook profile here, I even have a QR code here in the featured image. So anywhere you can put QR codes, by all means, definitely do it. Did that answer your question, Ray?
Yes, it did. It just spurs a whole lot more. I just want to say thank you, Ken. I mean, there's nothing wrong with selling this, your idea, but can I give this away and sell it? I've got friends
It's
that I work
yours.
for.
Yeah, do whatever you want.
All right.
Yeah,
Thank you
I
very
mean,
much.
yeah, you could totally. And in that training, I show you how I set up my thank you page. I didn't want to go too deep into that tonight because it is a lot, and I certainly don't want to skip through steps. So that's why I wanted to share that with you so you can see step by step without me rushing how you can set that all up, because it's super, super easy. And like I said, it's like, think about yourself at a networking event, okay? And everybody's walking around with pen and paper, like my sister was saying. And then you say, you strike up a conversation with Billy Bob Plummer, and you're like, we should definitely, I would like to set up a meeting with you and talk to you about how I can handle your marketing and da 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 da. So you have this great conversation, and then you whip out your phone, because let me show you what I did with mine. You whip out your phone, and then you say, yeah, just scan, here's my QR code, just scan my code. So then already they're like, whoa, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen, right? So then it's like, then they scan the code and then it goes to your awesome website. And they're like, I need one of these because they're already at the event. So you know that they need it because you're there. Everybody's walking. Billy Bob Plummer probably has a pen and paper that he's been like, there has to be a better way. And he's, he's writing all this stuff down. And then he goes home and spends 2 hours entering all this into his CRM. So it's like, again, I always talk about if you can reach a business owner with, I'm going to save you time and money by doing this, they're instantly, how? Please help me. How? Because we can't create more time in a day. So if you can show them how to do that, it's gold. And just, offer them that template. Please do. Use it to cookie the link to the template and, or get it set up for them and then charge them. Just like what I'm showing you guys tonight, you could easily charge $300 to set all this up for someone. And this is like a simple little website with a panel and a form and some text. It's so simple. So you can easily do that. And I just showed you how to do the PLR. So let me share my screen because I'm going to show you how you can actually create that graphic using, let me get over here. Where was I? Okay. So here is basically just a simple, this is the size of a mobile screen, okay? So you could save this to your home screen, you could save it in your gallery, so you can just open your gallery. However you wanna do it, I love it on my home screen because I think it's super impressive to just be like, yeah, here you go, just real quick, it's just right there. So however you wanna set it up, it's totally up to you. So what I wanna do is, this is why I love Canvas so much. If you just click in the canvas here, you can click this button here and then choose any of, any color. But with Canva, I store my branded colors. So this is my brand color palette. So I can make this purple or pink or however I want to do it. And then now I just need to upload my QR code. So if I want to use the one that we just created, I just need to drag that there to the upload media, or I can use the other one that I actually have tracked here. So it's totally up to you, whichever generator. It really doesn't matter. It's whatever you can afford, whatever you decide you like. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to click here and I'm going to add this to my my wallpaper here. Okay, so I'm just going to design this. I'm just going to stretch it out. Maybe I want to say add some text here and say maybe I just want to put my name here. And the only reason I would put my name, even though it's like you think, well, you're standing there, you're talking to them, but I want them to know, like, this isn't some company that I work for. This is actually me. When I say, hi, I'm Bridget Bartlett, I want them to know that when they scan this, this was me that created it, right? Maybe it's just psychologically, I feel like that kind of positions me a little bit better. So I'm going to put my name up here. Maybe I want to put my website, whatever. I mean, you can design it however you want to, okay? But you see, now look, I'm done with this, okay? I could technically do this. I'm going to save this now. I'm just going to download. Now I have this image. Now you can send it to your Facebook Messenger. You can send it through email, however you want to get it on your phone. That's all you have to do. Now you have the image. Now you store it however on your phone. And now look, let me see. You guys, it's 8:26. In 26 minutes, I just showed you how to set this entire system up. Now, when I first started, maybe you guys were thinking, oh my gosh, how a digital business card? That's like, how would you do that? That must be really, really complicated. And if I showed you, if I'm at a networking event and I'm showing you how, like, yes, here you go, just scan this. And then you go to my website and you enter the information, you go to this thank you page. Hey, do you want your own? So that whole system, it looks so complicated, but it took me like 26 minutes to walk through that whole thing and show you guys.
Hey, Bridget. And I just want to add that you showed before that other company, the other website where like they have, the NFC or tap the phone and get my business card digitally. That's extra expense that someone has to do.
Yeah.
With this, everybody has a phone that has a camera, and now with literally almost all phones, you don't need an app anymore. As long as you have a camera, you open up your app for the camera, and you just put it on the screen, and it detects that there is a QR code that is looking at it, and they just tap it and it opens up. Because I know that's how it is on my phone,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure everybody's phone does the same thing. Open up the
Yeah.
camera app and you're good to go.
Yeah, mine works exactly like that. And but if I had, and this is why I do not like that NFC thing. If somebody was like, I'm at a networking event and they're like, oh yeah, all you have to do is tap this on your phone. I'm like, okay, that's a little bit weird, especially if I don't know what it does. But then on my phone, I actually have to like go up to the menu here, and then I have to, you see that NFC? I don't know if you can see it well, but it's not automatically activated. So I would have to then go and activate that, which would make me even more like sketchy and suspicious. I don't know. What do you guys think? Would you be like weird if you're at a network event and somebody's like, yeah, just tap this on your phone, but wait, you have to like enable that? And because I know if I've used the NFC thing before, it's because I'm trying to do that thing where you can scan your debit card on the, like at Kroger or whatever. So I'd be like, wait, I guess with that. I don't really know if I want to do that, or I just feel like it's sketchy. What do you guys think? Is it sketchy? Judy's like, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think it's sketchy. Do you guys have any other questions? This was really fast. I'm so shocked. This was really fast.
I think so that we can stay and at least make this an hour, you go through it again, but in like 2 speed. And then one more time, super slow.
How about this? Here's what we'll do. I'm going to show you how to actually just create this whole thing. Let's do this. All right, look. So I'm just going to start brand new. Okay. I'm just going to, like, I've never ever created one before. We're going to go to blank, just create a brand new blank website. So I'm going to just choose this here. Let me open this up. And so I'm just going to click here and just blank page. So I want to expand this one panel. This is like a one panel website here. Just going to expand this. I'm going to delete this stuff here because I just want to add my own. I'm going to edit the panel. So I'm going to click here to edit panel. Now I just want to bring in, of course, I want to add an image to the background. So I'm going to click background settings and change image. So let me see what type of background image I already have here. We'll just use this one. So here is our background image. So now if I really want to be fancy, which I usually do, I'm going to just add a box, because I just like when you look on the mobile view, I like for everything to be just in this little area so that it looks so clean and nice. But I definitely don't like the solid white box. So I'm going to make it transparent. So I'm going to click here to edit element, and I'm going to go to background settings. I'm going to click here to the color, and I'm just going to make it just a little bit transparent. So I'm just going to move this here in the middle to make it like a 50% opacity. So now I just need some text. So I'm going to add some text here. I'm going to go to elements, and let's go back to the text. And we'll just add an H1 title. So this would be like my name. Let's add an H2 title now. So this would be like my business. And we can just add an image here. So you guys can see, oh my gosh, look how fast this is going. And you could seriously, in about an hour, set someone up with a beautiful system and they would just be blown away. Plus the fact you can add, toggle the CRM to start tracking all of this. So it's like, it just blows my mind. So now we just need to add a form. So like I said, you can choose an email marketing form if you want it to trigger an email autoresponder. to go out to them. You can choose a contact form. So if you want them to, if you want to receive an email when they fill out the form, you could choose a contact form. Or if you wanted to use a magic form, you could choose this option here. And then actually, we'll do that. We'll create a magic form. So we'll just put this here. Now let's go ahead and add some social media links. So we'll go to Elements and we'll go down to social media bars. And I could do this, but here's just a little trick for you guys. I already have a social media bar with all of my own links that are attached to cookies that are my own branded color. And so what I do is once I get all of this set up is I actually go to, I have it saved in my personals tab. So I can go here and then just bring in my own social media, and all of my links are already attached to this. So I can just delete this. So now I have all of this set up. Let me go ahead and add an image here. So I'm going to go here and go to return and add image. So we'll just drag that there. All right, now, of course, it's a magic funnel. So how do we create a magic funnel? Let's go back to our Builder All back office. Let me find it. I have lost my Builder All. Okay. So we're going to click here to create a magic funnel and link generator, magic funnel. And you can choose any of the plans that you want to send them to. I don't recommend getting the Cheetah access, but if you are going to set this up for someone, you could definitely get access to their Cheetah right away. If you want to register a free plan, and because look, they're logging in. So however you lead them to your digital business card is totally up to you. If you want to go to networking events with the whole intention of signing them up for Builderall, you could certainly register for a free plan. After they have registered, you can send them to a thank you page. So if you want to, have their template there and a video to show them, hey, congratulations on your Builderall account. To access your template, click the button below. And here, let me give you a tour of the dashboard. You could do all of that stuff, or you could even send them to a plan. So if you want them to sign up for the premium plan or the $1 or the 14-day trial, again, it's totally up to you, however you want to set this up. I personally like to just promote the full Builderall premium plan. So you can add them to a list. I want to add to my Builderall list. And then if I want to redirect them someplace else after they have made their payment, like maybe my membership site, or maybe I want to direct them to this e-learning. For this example, let's say I want to direct them to my e-learning. So to get the link, once you have set all of this up, because this is what we're doing here, we are creating a link, like a magic link that has all of this information inside of it. So we're going to click Get Link, and then we're just going to copy this. Now, if we go back to, let me find it here. Go back to our magic funnel here. All we have to do is left click here, and then we can go to, is it Edit Element? No, it's Set Fields. You go to action, and this is so important, you guys, because a lot of people will fill out this form, and then that will actually mess up the magic form. So all you need to do here is just go to action and then paste. I'm going to click Control V to paste that form here, or paste that link here. Okay. So that's all you have to do. Now, when someone logs in here, they create an account, they're creating a free Builderall account, and they will be directed to the checkout page where they will have to pay the $69.90 or whatever the premium plan is. And then once they have paid, they will go to my e-learning. Okay, because that's how we set it up. So all I have to do now is just click save, and that quickly created my own digital business card. Now, of course, we always want to check the mobile view. So if you go back here to mobile, you can see here, it does kind of look wonky. So if we can move this up here, if you want to shrink this image down a little bit, we could go to lateral spacing, and we could just adjust the space on the left and right. Maybe want to add some space to the top and the bottom just to give it a little bit more room here. We can move this up here. And I think there is a way to actually do this on the side, but I know I saw a video that Gene did the other day, and he does it just like me because we learned the old way. Now we have all these cool features that I can't ever remember to use. So now maybe I want some space on each side here. So I'm going to go to advanced, and I'm just going to add some space here to shrink this in just a little bit. If I want to add some space around the box, because I really don't like when I'm doing the mobile, I don't like for things to be so close to the edge. So if you select the box here, make sure it's the actual box and not the picture. And then you go to lateral spacing, you can actually change this as well. So we'll just add some space here. Maybe want to add some space at the top and the bottom. And now it looks pretty good. Now this is what our mobile view is going to look like. And I always try to keep it. Do you see how short it is? I always try to keep it to where I don't have to scroll up and down, because that's the cool part about having this mobile friendly website, because you don't have the scrolling. It just looks very basic and simple, just like the other paid alternatives that I showed you. Now shoot me with your questions. Ray is on the edge of his seat with questions. Anybody?
Yeah, I am. I don't know where to go first. I think I'll get the replay and go step by step what you've done. As a business card, I'm not sure I would be very successful in selling them the $69. Hey, how are you? I've never met you before, but if you click here and fill it out, you'll have to pay $69 to get online. So I would probably not do that.
This, if you choose the $69.90, this is a very debated conversation that we have in the leadership, like which one is better. And actually, the $69.90 converts better. And here's why. You just have more skin in the game, right? So if you have met someone and you have talked to them about Builderall and they are ready to go, they want more information, they're ready to sign up, this is the instance that you would share your digital business card, right? Because you're meeting with them. You've already, in this short period of time, you have built the know, like, and trust factor. So they're ready. They're ready to sign up. I certainly would not diminish the value by saying, oh, just try this for 30 days. And then, if you like, I wouldn't do that at all. Because really, when people are serious about growing their business, they realize you have to invest some kind of money into something to get something back, right? So they're going to invest time, and it's going to be money of some kind. I mean, I've never, ever heard of anyone starting a business for free, right? So I would not be afraid of the premium price. Plus, Builderall is worth way more than that. So if you really believe that, which, I mean, most of us are premium members, right? So if you really believe that, then what would be the hesitation to say it's only $69.90, right? Don't be afraid of that, because it's worth it. And I believe it's worth it because I've been with Builderall for, 2.5 years. So I totally believe it's worth it. And actually, I believe it's worth more than that. So I'm not afraid of the $69.90. If I'm sharing that card, knowing that that is the premium plan, it's not going to be cold traffic. I'm not going to go to my some random Facebook group and be like, hey, click on my link here, because they don't, you know what I'm saying? They don't know what I'm offering. They don't have any idea. They're not going to pay $69.90 as soon as they log their information in. But if I have talked to them, if they have seen videos of me on YouTube, if they're ready to sign up and I say, click here to sign up, they're going to.
Bridget,
Yeah.
May I say something? Well, I think offering them a $69 plan is excellent, vulnerability, anything. But reason why I say so, because there's enough information that I can put in a conversation with them and let them know that they can go look at something else. And by the time we talk again, I'm going to give them homework to look at something, because I want them to understand the value of Builderall. So when they go look at certain systems that's $99 a month that doesn't come to a website, a blog, and a webinar system, a booking app, when they go look at that and they see that's 99 just for a basic system, but then after they look at buildall.com or 200.buildall, it speaks for itself. And it's almost like if I'm scared to offer them $69, it's like I'm apologizing for something that has more value than anything on the internet. So I like what you're saying, and I like the demonstration that you've gone through, 2 demonstrations and 2 different things using the same thing. And by the time you get off, I'm going to be using this. I really am. And I would say this, I mean, the Mag 5 is kind of like hit me in the heart. And it's like, I'm considering taking on clients again. I downsized to one client, but because of the advancement of Build All, and now that we have a group, a Mag 5 group that cuts down the learning time and learning curve, is really making me want to dig back into the skill set, because you guys are magnificent. And I am so grateful for what you showed and how you're teaching this. Thank you.
You are so sweet, Tyree. Every time you talk, you just make my heart smile.
I know. And mine too.
I know, I'm like,
Bridget, let me ask one question concerning the QR codes. And if we decided to build that for a business, how would we deliver it to that business? Through the sub accounts, or how would you suggest we do that?
I would definitely utilize your domains. So on a premium account, you have 15 domains and unlimited subdomains. So I would utilize all of your domains if you can. I definitely wouldn't use all of them, but why pay the $5 if you don't really need to? That's just my personal opinion. But if you're like, well, I really want to just keep all my domains open, you could definitely create a sub account, and then you could just, sign them up for all of that stuff. Again, it's like, this is a little something, okay, that looks incredibly complicated to someone who doesn't know. Like, look how fast I honestly, I didn't have any idea that I would be able to show you that fast. But look how fast we just went through that. And granted, I'm familiar with it all and whatever, but that's an easy project, but it doesn't need to stop there.
I like it.
Yeah, you can. It's very, very simple to do, but you could charge them hosting, $50 a month for this. You could upsell them on a premium account for Builderall because you want them to have access to the booking calendar. How valuable would that booking calendar be for networkers to just immediately, like, we created a magic funnel. What if we sent them, redirected them to the booking calendar? So you could say, we could also set them up with email marketing and, do their emails for them. Or like I said, it's one of those things where you could do the do it for me or do it yourself type of situation. So if you're talking to someone, they're like, oh my gosh, that's so complicated. I'm not techie at all. If you could just do it for me, bingo. That's what you want.
It looks very complicated.
Yes, but it's so simple, right? It's just like a panel and some text, and it's like, yeah, like anybody could do that with just a little bit of time. And then it's like, oh my gosh, the duplication of it. I mean, you could create an entire agency around just doing digital business cards.
Ooh, you just gave me an idea.
We gotta add some, Bridget, what you just showed me, and it's already clicking, and it solves a lot of issues. Number one, I already see I can attach this to a link tree that through Gene I learned how to create. Number two, on the site of my church website, I can put this QR code and add when they looking at it, and as you showed on your YouTube video, anyone can link up to the site through that. So that's number two. And number three is just so many things popping from number three. So this is very excellent because, again, I can put this on any video. I can share it with my church. I can share it in a lot of different ways. And I did not know that you can just put your phone up to the screen. Like you said, someone can be watching YouTube on TV. I did not know that until now. So this is like Nuggetville to me. Thank you.
Yeah, you're so welcome. Yeah,
Better
I
than
mean,
McDonald's.
you can actually, like, here's a mind-blowing thing, right? You could actually create blank business cards, okay? Like, put nothing on there. Maybe like, and I seriously thought about doing this. Maybe like just a white business card with maybe a black question mark on it. And then on the other side, put my QR code. And then just lay those around in all the stores and like maybe the gym and the gas station, and just put them everywhere because people are going to pick that up. What is this? They're going to scan it, right? So it's like, it's honestly, these QR codes, linking them to anything really, I mean, it's really endless potential. It's super exciting.
And hey guys, so I also wanted to add, I sent a link on the chat. It's a blog post that somebody made, but they go over a couple of companies that actually do this. And, you know, compared to what you could do in Builderall, they're charging you here for like, 5 brands, 2 logos. There's one company that charges you $64 and you're only able to upload a certain amount of images and you can connect the domain, right? So they add a price to giving you certain limitations. So you're actually charging somebody $69 or maybe even the $29 plan, but go with the 69 better, right? Even $69 and tell them, all right, so you can have a domain, picture, if you want a video, if you want a chat bot on it, right? There's so much that they can have with this simple card that you can add to it just for $69 a month. And that's covering the hosting, that's covering, being able to upload as many pictures as they want, right? Well, until they fill up the 10 gigs. But for a business card, they're not gonna fill up 10 gigs. Right. So you basically are telling them, these competitors give you limitations for a certain amount. Here with my business, right, with my digital business card that I'm gonna give you, you're unlimited. You can tell me you want 2-3 pictures in it, different brand colors. So basically, sky's the limit for you guys.
Yeah, and let me show you before I dive into any more questions. Let me show you how easy this is to connect the CRM. Okay, let me just save this to make sure that I have it saved. Let's see, that's fine. And then I'm going to go now to close out of this. I'm going to go back to my website that I just created, and all I have to do to connect the CRM. Let me see here. Go to this website. Now I just have to remember where it actually is. Okay. So first of all, a cool thing that I didn't even mention is your Builderall affiliate button. Okay. So on this live website, because this is toggled on, you're going to see the Builderall affiliate button. I think it's on mine right here. So automatically right away, this is one way to promote Builderall because they see, oh, wow, look at this really cool business card. And oh, it's powered by Builderall. What's Builderall? If you click that, it opens up your Builderall affiliate link and you'll see this is my affiliate number here. So it's automatically cookied. So now if someone signs up for Builderall, I get commission. Okay. So that's one way that you could just sign people up just by having that. But to activate the CRM, let me find where I was, all you have to do is just toggle this switch on. Okay. That's all you have to do. Let me go ahead and republish. And now if I go to, let me find my back office here. If I go to my CRM, now I'm going to be able to track every person who has entered into my, entered into that form. So with the CRM, I can see who is a hot lead. So if I click on this person here, I can tell every page that they've been on. I could actually have tags on that page that will trigger an email autoresponder that will go to them because they were on that page, right? I mean, you could do this for any website. Obviously, we just have the one page here. But if I sent them to other pages, like maybe the page that I redirect them to was my main website, and I wanted to send an email to everyone who was tagged with Magic Funnel or an email sequence. I could totally set that up with the CRM. So here's the cool thing too, and I just sold my sister on coming to Builderall because of the CRM, because that's what I told you, she wanted the contact form because she has her own CRM and all that. But all you have to do is, this is automatically entered into the CRM, okay? But let's say that I talked to this person and I wanted to keep track of that conversation. I could click here. I could edit any of this information. I could add notes here. I could add a new interaction and say, you know, whatever, however I wanted to set this up, like maybe they went to another website or whatever I wanted to do. You can actually give them a point value for that interaction. Like say maybe I had a meeting with them and I wanted to create an interaction and then give them points for that meeting. I could do that. So there's lots of opportunities here. So just being able to upsell them on a CRM, like she pays $75 a month for her CRM. And when I told her, like, did you know? And she is also one who goes home after the thing, you know, before she had this. Now she just has a list of emails, and in a networking event, she can easily leave there with 25 to 30 contacts. But now she's getting 25 to 30 emails right away, which she can tell that she received it. So that's a bonus while she's there. But also then she still has to go home and go through those 25 to 30 emails and enter all of that information into her CRM. But with this setup and using the Builderall CRM, it's already there. So sell someone on the QR code, sell someone on the website or the digital business card, the CRM, the booking calendar, the email autoresponder. I mean, free template. So there's lots of opportunities with that. Judy, you have a question?
Yeah, it's a comment more than anything. I've been in network marketing for years, and I wish I had this back then. You had to write everything down, collect cards, and go home and do all that work. But charging the price for this, I just want to say what I believe is, I know that Builderall has everything. I know that it's easy for us to learn, even for me who's not tech savvy. It takes me a bit longer, but I can learn it because, you know, you have fantastic training from the Mag 5, and you don't get that with any other company. And it doesn't matter what your business is, or if you're going to start something, and a lot of us can't leave home at the minute, we can put this on our websites. We can still reach people. You know, we can talk to people over Zoom and say, oh, look, I'll just send you my QR code and everything's in there. And if you want one, if you know that $69.90, you get all of that, and you really believe that in your heart, you will give it to everybody. And if they say, well, what's it all about? Just take this and go home and look at it. Why would I want to stand there and explain all the benefits that Builderall has when you can just click in here and go home and read it? You know, Builderall sells it much better than I do. I believe it's fantastic. So just scan the code and go home and give me a call when you get through. You know,
Right.
why
Yeah.
do all the work when Builderall does it for us? I mean, I love it.
Yeah,
and I
and
love all you guys. You're really
Oh,
great for what you do.
thank you.
Fantastic.
That like Judy was just saying, you could send them, like we chose a redirect, you know, a place after they've purchased, or maybe we create a free account and we wanted to redirect them somewhere. You could send them to that 200.builderall.com. And I think there's more than 200 ways that you can use Builderall for your business or to make money. So yeah, if you're looking for like a presentation tool, there really is no better way. It's just show them that website. Because the thing with Builderall, it can be so overwhelming because there's so many opportunities and so many possibilities. But if you can talk to someone and, you know, and really listen to them, you know, what are their goals? Like, what do they want to accomplish? And then find a way that Builderall can be the solution. I mean, we can't, in digital marketing, this is why this type of setup is so important, because there is no better marketing than word of mouth, than meeting people and talking to them and figuring out how can I help you. And if you have that mindset of how can I help you, when you're having the conversations, it's so easy to sell Builderall. It's like, I'm not a salesperson. I can't stand that. If I ever feel myself feeling salesy, it just, I hate it. It's like, you might as well have just thrown mud at me or something. I do not like that. But if I truly believe in something, that's easy. It's like have you ever been to a really good restaurant and you're like, oh my gosh, that filet mignon was the best freaking steak I ever had in my life. And you want to go tell everybody about it. And you're on Google and you're like, oh my gosh, you have to eat here. They have the best filet mignon. That's like it is with Builderall. If you really see the value, if you really love it, it's easy to tell people about it. It's not salesy.
And hey guys, here's another thing. If you don't want to give it to them through Builderall, right, because of the price tag, then you get the money straight up. Meaning, create a super checkout, and a decent price that I see that someone could pay for this, $30 to $25 a month to keep it up and running, right? Because you got to think about the $10 for the domain, right? Then it's going to be like, I think it's like $12 a year if you get it on Namecheap or something like that. But you think about that, that's $10 a year. And then what other costs do you have? You don't have any other costs because you're paying your Builderall. But if you get just 10 clients, since you get 15 domains that you can use in Builderall, let's say you just want to use 10 for your business. So that's 10 times $30. That's $300 a month that someone's going to be paying you to, edit. And if they have any changes, they have to go through you because, you're the provider of this amazing digital business card. So that's $300 that you have in your pocket, residual income. And then with those $300, you can go ahead and purchase more domains under Builderall or open up a sub account.
Yeah, you could totally do that. But honestly, I would charge them $300 to set it all up. And then I would charge a hosting fee, like maybe like what Jean said, like 25, $30 or something. But I would not stop there either, because think about this, okay? If I have talked to you enough and you feel comfortable enough that I know what I'm doing and that I'm a legit person and that I'm going to help you out, maybe you just do that for the first, maybe you pay me to set it all up and you're like, okay, I'll do the hosting or whatever. Well, after about 2 months or maybe the third month, then now I've built enough trust with you that now I'm going to come back to you and say, look, I really think I could do a lot of work on your website. Here's what I could do. Let me just shoot this quick Loom video, or let's set up a Zoom meeting or whatever. Let me show you what I can do. And then now I want to show them more about a website. If they don't have one, then I definitely want to like show them a template, maybe prepare something for them. And then I want to upsell them on a website. Then I'm going to say, the website's great. You have this digital business card. Let's go ahead and start some email marketing, okay? Because you're building this list now. We definitely want to, follow up with these leads after you go to these events. The last thing you need to do is go home and, spend 2 hours, right, writing emails, following up. So let's just create an email follow-up campaign and add it here, and I'll just connect all of this. And, I'll charge you for, let's say, 7 emails. I'll charge you like, $150, and then I'll only charge you like maybe $30 a month in addition, and then I'll go ahead and manage your list and all of that stuff. So now think about what I just said though. In 3 months, you could be making $55 a month for, hosting their website and doing the email marketing. That's just managing. That's just like deleting bounced emails and, deleting unsubscribes and stuff like that from the list. So there's really not a lot of maintenance. It's just running itself. But you've also got whatever from the website that you have had them pay, all of the setup stuff. Maybe you want to just not do any of it and just have them be an affiliate. So whatever you can meet them wherever they're at. So don't just if you do get them and they're ready to like sign up and do all this stuff and you're like, oh, it's only $25 a month. Definitely don't look at it like only 25, because that's a customer that you got. And it's going to be a lot easier to keep the customer and to upsell them on other things than it is to get a new customer. It's a lot of times, especially in like advertising, if you do paid advertising, you're going to be lucky to break even. And so that's why the follow up, that's why targeting or retargeting your current customers or clients, that is definitely going to be where you're going to earn most of your money as an agency. Right? Do you have a question?
Yeah, I'm not sure I understand the ramifications of everything that I'm about to say, but what if I found let's say a company owner who was, say, an automobile dealership, and he was the owner of it, or the general manager, and he said, yeah, I'll try that. Yeah, let me do the business card. And somehow you'll probably end up hosting something like that. He says, well, I've got 20 salesmen on the floor, each one of them need a business card. Am I talking about the right thing? You wouldn't have the same QR code for just one person. You'd have 20 different QR codes to go right to that guy's phone as he's sitting there. All of a sudden he gets a phone call. He says, how can I sell you a car? So, I mean, that can grow and grow and grow with the company. And so, I mean, that sounds like, it's just laying the groundwork for something that might be something big. My problem is I don't know whether the salesman or anybody who gets this is going to stay with it. He says, hey, this is pretty good. It's a great toy. I like it. I'll just continue handing out my paper business cards. And, pretty soon he gets tired of it and he doesn't deal with it anymore. But I don't know. I've never, this is something new. You don't know whether they're going to keep it or throw it away or what.
I can guarantee you that if they are still passing out business cards, it's not in a productive way. It's usually like, you ever bought a car, or you got some kind of warranty or something, and then you get this big stack of papers and there's a paper clip and then it has the card paper clipped, and it's like, it's kind of like a formality thing. But if they're actually salespeople, they're going to networking events, they're going to different businesses, they are everywhere. They're on social media, all of that. So what I would do is, if you wanted to approach a car sales place, I would create a QR code for the main business. And then I would tell them, hey, put this in your commercials, put this on your doors, put this in the window of every single car next to the sticker price. You could even, I'm going to blow your mind, Ray. You could even create a QR code for each car and then put that in the window, and then they could scan the QR code, and then all of the stats from that car come up on their phone. So, and technically you could even create like a digital business card for each car and then say, click here to contact a salesperson. So it's like, there's so much potential. I would definitely be trying to reach car lots. They understand marketing because they are selling high ticket items. So I would definitely do that. Also, local businesses, they all need Google reviews, right? So you can approach them with a QR code. You could even get a local business client by saying, look, I've noticed that you don't have a lot of Google reviews. Let me go ahead and create a QR code. I'm going to send you, you don't have to pay for it or anything. I'll just send you this QR code, post it in your store, or maybe add it to the bottom of your receipts or whatever. And then if you find value from that and you need anything else for your marketing, please feel free to give me a call. That's like a free thing that takes you no time at all. And if you get these plan, or you get, the free, use the free QR code generator or whatever. If you want to do like a full blown agency, I would definitely get a paid plan, and then you could show them some analytics and send them a report and say, look how many people are actually scanning your card. This is why you need to keep paying me every single month. That's how I would approach it.
Well, that blows my mind, because what you said, couple of paragraphs ago about each car. I mean, how would you charge him for each car? You can't charge him, as much as you would for a person that's going to permanently have that QR code for his own phone number or something. So as a car goes through.
I would do something like 200 cars a month is X amount of dollars.
Yeah, that's great.
So that's a really good point though, because you do definitely, if you're doing something like that, you want to be very specific. So you don't want to be, it's called like scope creep. You want to say, look, I'm going to do this and this and this, and you want it very, very clear and black and white. I'm not a contract person, but when I take a new client, I make them store their credit card on file. I don't charge them anything until after 30 days, but I make them store their card on file, and that's how I set it up. And I make all the terms in that email, and I say, if click the link below to store your card on file, and when you do this, you're agreeing to the following terms. So they have to read the term, and I would be very, very clear, but I don't do credit. I don't do contracts.
Yeah.
I think it's less intimidating for people too. It's like, look, just store your card. I'm not charging you anything, but I do require that to take on a client. But yeah, I would do like 200 QR code, because you also have to think you're going to be creating that website. So you want to make sure that it's worth it. You're going to have the QR code, and then you're going to have to create a page for each car with that information. So definitely make it worth it. But car dealerships, they understand marketing, and they will be happy to pay for that.
Yeah.
You guys have any other questions?
Yeah, Bridget, for new people, you might want to show them how they can easily duplicate the card.
Oh, okay. Let's see here.
And here's a little tip for those of you that might use it for like networking events. You can add on the contact form or the email marketing form. You know how when you meet somebody, sometimes you don't know where you met them. Because I know back then when I used to get cards, I'm like, all right, this is Bridget Bartlett, but where did I meet her? What was this for? So in your contact form or email marketing form, you can have where did we meet or how did we meet? So they can, write a little something there, like, oh, hey, I met Eugene at the Flushing, New York, Brooklyn, whatever meeting. So then when you're going through your CRM, you can be, okay, Bridget, I met her here. Oh, yeah. Now I remember. So that also helps.
Yeah, Gene, could you also gather 7 or 8 people that you met at that same place? Maybe you'd have a coffee or something, and you'd be able to, if you use that field, everybody who you met at that one networking event could be kind of a subgroup for you to work with.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah,
see?
good.
That's one way.
Yeah, you could even send them a Zoom link and then do a Zoom if you can't do the contact, and just all get together and talk about whatever you're offering. Let me show you how to duplicate this. So if you guys do want to duplicate, here is this digital business card. All you have to do is click these 3 dots here and then just click duplicate. If you want to transfer this website to a different Builderall person, you can click here to transfer, and then all you need to do is just type in their Builderall email address that their account is registered under, and then you can choose only transfer or duplicate site and transfer. I never, ever, ever recommend just only transferring. Always duplicate and transfer. That way you always have a copy for yourself. You just never know what could happen. And if you're transferring to someone and they're brand new, maybe they delete a bunch of stuff and they're like, I don't know what happened. You can always just have a copy to transfer. So I just always say duplicate and transfer. You can also, if you want to create a public link like I just did, all you have to do is click here to create public link and then copy. And then you just share the link.
I do have one question and then one comment. Now the question is, when you were mentioning about having this put it in your car, things like that, I was wondering if I created a nice card like what you created and printed and laminated and put that in the window, because you can make the size you want. Would that still be able to be scanned, or either make my own little personal bumper sticker without laminated? Could that still be scanned?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't see why not. As long as the resolution is good, it should be fine. There are some warnings when you're creating the QR code. If you try to use a light shade, sometimes it'll say, hey, this might not pick up because, if it's like a white background, then you have like a tan QR code, it might not show very well. So definitely want to have like the black, really dark scannable QR code with a light background. But yeah, I mean, you could really put it anywhere.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. This is gonna be a whole lot of fun, because eventually things are gonna be to where people start moving around again. Some of these companies have already mentioned that by September they're going to start having offline events again. So this gives us a head start to get these things done. And for me, this really makes me appreciate what Terry does, or whoever does the update blog. When I get an email, I always see what Build All is going to be working on and updating. But I now know I need to pay even more close attention, because you all are really saving us some time. And I'm very appreciative. It's right now, I'm still at that we are learning this for free. I don't even have to go to a college course. I mean, I'm like, wow, did I really hit the lottery? I mean, or something. I'm really happy over here, because you can't even imagine. So I'm very, it's just, all I can say is, wow. I need to start having a weekly date with Build All, because I'm beginning to realize, Bridget, that more and more and more they're sneaking stuff into the back office, and I'm not, it's like we're not knowing until we actually get around there and play in the back office. It's like when I was a kid, I used to find a stray dog and sneak him in the house so I wouldn't get caught. So, man, what I really need to do is on Tuesdays or Mondays when we're having our meetings. And what I'm seeing now on the leadership count, I can start promoting this training more to get more people on, because I don't know if they realize what is taking place in these trainings. So I need to take that on as a personal mission, because y'all are really laying it down. I mean, I'm serious. I'm like, ooh, I'm so serious.
Hey,
Thank you.
so you just gave me an idea. You said about these online events that they're doing now, or that people have been doing. What you could do is get that QR code to the size of a background for a Zoom background, and it can say scan me. So whenever you attend your Zoom webinars and you have your background, people are going to be like, what's that? And they're gonna scan your video.
That's smart. That's sneaky and smart.
Then I just say, ooh, ooh.
Yeah.
You heard it here live on our training.
I know.
Watch everybody on all the trainings now. They're going to have a QR code on their screen.
Every affiliate meeting we have from now on, everyone's virtual background will be their QR code.
Do you know, once the affiliates and people in Build All really understand what we have, I seen a video that RB, we know who RB is because he have a funnel company. He did a video out of frustration about a certain company that's doing things that's really making that's climbing the ladder of what he called the industry that he built. So when this is known and they can do that on a webinar system, and I have yet to see it done on his, all I can say is, ooh, y'all, they gonna have y'all as internet enemy number one, all 5 of y'all, Bridget. Get ready for it. Your face not going to be in a post office. It's going to be posted on the internet, and it's going to be a lot of people coming after y'all because y'all going to put some hurt on them.
Well, we definitely are revolutionizing the market, but we have no competition. So I am not intimidated in the slightest.
That's true, because I noticed when we did these challenges, I think after our second one, I saw that company, with RB, he did his challenge, and hey, we just did that challenge.
Yeah.
Imitation is the finest form of flattery.
Yeah, so I'm
You guys can, something else that I thought of, I actually went to pick up a order that I ordered from a restaurant for takeout. And while I was sitting in the car, you know how you place your order and then you go to like the pickup, like curbside pickup or whatever. And I was sitting there and right in front of me was a big sign that said curbside pickup. And then it was a huge QR code that you could scan from your car to get the menu and place your order. So think about this with all of that stuff going on. Just think about if you could seriously Google restaurants near me or any restaurants at all. And then you could take their menu. Usually they have like a downloadable PDF or something. And then you could attach that to a QR code. And then you could tell them like, hey, I can provide this for you. I just, that could be a free thing and say, hey, if you want me to update your website or something, before I gave them something free, I would definitely be looking for other ways to upsell them. So if you are capable of doing that, if you can outsource it to someone that you trust or whatever, definitely like use like QR codes. You're not, if you create this, you're not going to be rich giving someone a QR code, but it's such a valuable free, easy thing that you can create for a business to like stand out. Like being a business owner, you get 900 emails from marketers all day, every single day. But if someone gives you something, that's why I recommend like the Loom videos, look at their website, do a 5-minute Loom video and say, here's what I can do for you. This is good, but look at what I can do. And then you show them an example of what their website could look like. If you do that, you're going to get a call. Okay. You're going to make an impression because you have just stood out. Like I honestly, when I get an email and it's a marketer, I just see the text and then I just delete. But if I see like a video, then I'm like, well, what's this video about? And if you message me in LinkedIn or something, I ignore all of those. But if you send me a video, now I'm a little bit interested just because my eyes scanned it and I'm like, wait, this isn't normal. So I stop and I want to pay attention. These are the ways, this disruptive marketing, this giving value, these are the ways that you stand out to find clients. Give them a free QR code, attach their menu there. I just ordered pizza the other day and I talked to the owner of the restaurant and I was telling him how he can get Google reviews and all of this stuff. And I did give him my physical card. Lucky I had one, but it's like you can easily talk to these people and just give them value. That's all it needs to position you as someone who knows what you're doing and a legit person over the spammy emails.
Bridget, a couple years ago, when I first looked into QR codes with one of the paid versions that I was using, you could change where the QR code went to at will. So what I'm thinking is you can approach a restaurant and you could give them a free 5-day trial and show them the QR code going to their restaurant. And after 5 days, if they don't buy it, you can send it to their competition or something.
Yeah, you could do that. But to be able to change it, that's what I was saying in the beginning about the difference between dynamic and static QR codes, because a static you can't change. It's
Right.
just once you create
Dynamic,
it,
yeah.
it's there, period. There's nothing you can do about it. But a dynamic one, like the paid account that I use, it only allows me to have 2 dynamic. So you
Oh.
do have to think about, how you want to use those. But yeah, do a try. I mean, I think even with the free ones, you could just delete it and then it would deactivate that. So you could do like a trial and
Better
say,
than
hey,
it just redirect to you.
yeah. And then if you cookie their website, and you use the Builderall link shortener, it will tell you. You could just literally do like a screenshot of that screen and say, look how many people actually clicked on this QR code this month. If you want to renew, here's my terms.
Cool.
Yeah. Anything else? Ray, did you want to share your screen while we're here and let me know what you were struggling with?
No, I think I'm okay. Well, let me just talk. Maybe somebody else will be helped by it. All I was doing was trying to, in the past, recent past, we've just all gone to your Google, to your Facebook, sorry. You've gone to your Facebook page and then clicked, and there you are. And on the right-hand side, if we don't make a full screen of what you're showing, the right-hand side is comments. Sometimes those comments are great. And so I'd like to see the comments with your new setup, but today there were 2 comments or something, and I thought they were leftovers from the last time we had met. So if I go to your site where the Mag 5 are on the right hand side, and I refresh the page after 2 p.m. for you, that takes me to your presentation and you're presenting. And if I put my name or a nickname in there and refresh the page, then there we are. But today there was nothing, there were very few comments, if at all. And so I was wondering if there's another place that I should have been that everybody else except me was. And, I was trying to see if maybe I missed it.
No, you are definitely in the right place. But the thing with this broadcast page is it's new. And so I'm streaming everywhere just like I normally do, but I'm trying to encourage people to go to the broadcast page to comment. So not everyone does and I understand it is kind of inconvenient, if you're like on YouTube and you see my notification, you go there. And then the same with Facebook. It's like we all get into this routine of, what and I do understand also that, the live stream, it's easier to comment and stuff there. But the thing about that is that we're really trying to get away from being hosted on any platform. So whether it's YouTube or Facebook or whatever, we're really trying to utilize all of the Builderall tools, one, to just show what we're capable of doing because it's amazing, but also just because we want to be self-hosted. We don't want to rely on YouTube to keep track of our videos. We don't want to rely on Facebook to do that. We have our own servers. We have all our own video hosting, our own webinar tool. So we have all of these capabilities, and we really want to use that for our own. It's not a very good example if you have all of these tools and you don't use them. So, we want to show what we're capable of doing, but also, like I said, we want to be secure and self-hosted, because as I learned, I got my Facebook page completely deleted that I had since 2009. So the repercussions of that was, thankfully I had a backup profile so I could still schedule my clients and all of that. But all of the videos in my local business group that I had streamed live on that profile, all of those got deleted. Again, thankfully I had a backup recording of the videos. So that's why I added them to the e-learning. But it's a very good lesson that we should never be relying on social media, YouTube, any of these other outside sources for our business. I mean, that's really important. Imagine if I had 6 months of daily live videos completely deleted and I had no backup. Thankfully, it could not have happened in a better situation, because not only was I able to quickly rebound, because I know the e-learning, I know I had a backup of my videos. I can easily, get the copies and put them in an e-learning. It took me less than a week to get all of this sorted out and all of my videos added there. But if I didn't know how to do that, if I was one of these like old school marketers who are like, no, I just have a Facebook page, or a local business, and I'm like, oh, that's all I get, it's all I do with my Facebook is good. What if Facebook decides they don't like you anymore? What if Facebook their algorithms decide they did an update, and then now all the people who like cats get all their videos deleted? It's like, you should never rely on any outside third-party source to host your business. You want to have total control over that. So this is a transition period. It is hard for people to get used to, click the link and comment instead of just commenting. But that's why you didn't see a lot of comments, I can guarantee today. But that is definitely a place to go and comment, because when I pull up the live stream, when I'm doing the live, I'm looking at that broadcast page because I'm going live on YouTube, on my Facebook profile, Facebook business page, multiple groups, and all of that. So it's one place that I can see all of the comments and make sure I don't miss any.
I do have a question real quickly. When you're saying first, two questions really. The first one is, when you're saying you're going live on all your on your profile and everything that you're on, are you using the webinar system or are you using a third-party system?
I actually, with the Builder All webinar tool, you can stream multiple places. But I actually use Restream, because with the webinar tool, you can only stream to YouTube, Facebook, and then a custom. So what I do is I actually use Restream, and then I connect it to all of my accounts, and then I create an event and then add the event YouTube link to the webinar. So the webinar is what's broadcasting on the page, but it's actually a link to my YouTube video.
Okay, well, I need to do that because I've been studying our webinar system. I love it, but I wanted to be able to go through the different I like to syndicate my videos. So I'm going to give Restream and go through that. I'm going to look at this video again and take the steps that you just spoke and do that, because I'm now at a point where I'm healthy enough to start doing some massive marketing. If you want to bring attention to what you're doing, you have to create massive awareness through massive marketing. The other thing I was thinking of, I forgot, but I'll remember to come back to it. It won't take me. I'm recalling stuff.
Okay.
Bridget, I would like to share my screen. Maybe it would help some others as well as me. It'll just take a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I didn't know whether I needed you to do something for me. Hang on.
Hopefully you have permission. This is Shelly's account, so.
I actually do.
Yay.
Okay. I think I can you see my screen?
Not yet.
I have to hit the word share. There we go. Can you see it now?
I see it's trying. There you go. I see it.
I was intrigued by, I guess it was Linda, was it? Or I'm not sure, about QR codes. Here's a website that I was just going to, that why you might need to change where your QR code points and how to change where your QR code points to. So you may want to look at that and go through the steps and see if that works. But earlier today, where was I? I have my Facebook set up here. And so I went to Facebook, and that's where I was. Let's see, let's stop. It's not generating. So that's not going to work.
There you go.
There. And so on my Facebook, I clicked here and it said Bridget Bartlett was live 10 minutes ago or a minute ago. And so I clicked on that, and that's where I should not be, right? I don't need to be there.
Well, if you ever see that, like if you click that right now and you go into the group, I always, when the video is streaming live and even after the fact, like it looks like that's just a blog. But anytime you see that I am streaming live, I always put the broadcast link with the video. So all you have to do is in the video description, wherever you watch it from, like there you go, where it says Bridget Bartlett was live.
Okay. Well, that's
yeah, that's
older.
just, yeah,
That's
there you
new.
go. Do you see where it says was live, like the Friday Q&A that we did? If you scroll down a little bit, you'll see there you go, in that video description. If you click that link, that is our website. That's our group website with all of the training and everything. So that's where I'm going to be live every single Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You will be able to log in and see that. Now, it will have the replay until I update it with a new event. Okay. So if it's a new event there, instead of the replay, you
Right.
can go up to the top and then See, there's the comments there. But if you go up to the top, you see where it says all replays. If you click that, that goes to our group e-learning. So that's where you're going to, that's what I was showing earlier, where I had the training for the digital business card. You'll be able to click there and then always watch the replay. So as soon as we're done live streaming, I record all of the live streams and then I upload them to Video Manager and then I add them to the e-learning. So as soon as I'm done, so you can, if the live just finished and it's like 15, I mean, probably take me about 15 minutes, then you'll be able to go there and then it should be in that module. So like right now we're working on how to create, if you scroll down, you'll see create your own course funnel. If you click there, then if you see how all of those are in order for you. So that's what, yeah, that's what we did yesterday, because I haven't updated yet today, but.
Oh,
So Bridget, we can create this for our own group instead of having a Facebook group.
Absolutely. I mean, I really encourage you to, because think about, and honestly, you guys could take this e-learning or even the broadcast page and cookie the link and put it on your own website or create an opt-in form or something, or even a membership site. You guys could add all of this training to your own websites and share with people.
okay.
Yes,
That's
what I'm really thinking about, how could I wanted to do that because I'm using the Mag 5 in my marketing. I wrote up a marketing plan and I'm using you all to show people that we have training that that comes as a benefit of being with BuildAll. And I was trying to wait until you all created the e-learning course and everything and put it there because I experienced 2 weeks ago, Google deleting my account, my email account and my email account, my Google Docs, my YouTube channel, and everything that I had attached to that I was doing work at. And I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't even know they can delete an email account. Them scamps. So what I have been doing, every video that you all put up on BuildAll USA, just in case Google decide they want to do something to BuildAll, I download anytime something new comes up. I bought like a 4 terabyte and I keep all the videos on there just in case Google decides to de-Google us, okay? So now what Ray just showed us is what we can click on in your group and then go to the e-learning site. And that's what you'll be on all the time now?
Yep.
And
and if you miss any of the Mag 5 challenges, I have them right up there, right next to the menu where it says all replays. I will add all of the Mag 5 challenges. So it's like, yeah, we're trying to get everything as streamlined and organized as possible. So it's definitely, there's a lot more coming. This is just kind of like what we would consider like the beta phase. We're just kind of trying to create something simple, get some feedback, what do we need to improve on? So if you guys ever find, like Ray, the first week that we did this, Ray couldn't find the way to log into Zoom. So I made sure to make that button more predominant and put on the, Zoom. And so sometimes the wording, you guys know when you're creating websites or sales funnels, it's like, it looks good to you, it makes sense to you, but then when other people are looking at it, it's like, wait, I don't know where this is. So definitely appreciate the feedback. So if there's anything that we can add there, if you guys are like, I wish you would add this, please let us know, because once we get all of this feedback, once we do some trial and error, we're going to fine tune it and make it more consistent with all of the Mag 5 and stuff. So it's definitely a work in progress, but it's a
So Bridget, can you put the link to that in the chat here? Because Susie wants to find it there.
I know hopefully soon. I know we talked about this in our chat, that we get each of us a dedicated domain. That way we can just give you guys an actual domain that it's easy to remember, and you can just type it on your browser and it's, Bridget's, Live's, mine, and everybody else's.
Yeah, and if you guys are, if you're in my group, and like, I'm going to share this now, but if you're in my group and you're like, where was that link she's talking about? Not only do I share it in every live, but it's also pinned to the top here, and I tell you, you know, how to navigate it and all that stuff. But I'm going to copy this link here, and I will share it in the chat.
Oh, fantastic. Thanks.
Great, because I was going to get with Judy because I wanted to have our team meetings on our own platform and not just rely on Facebook, because I like those social media platforms, but I'm not saying don't trust them, but I don't believe in the staying power with them, because a lot of things are being redone. And I know BuildAll, to me, is shaping up to be like a digital marketing institute, an academy, a university, a college. And because and realistically, I didn't even know Facebook has a 4-year certification that people can take, an associate certification, then they can get a 4-year certification, and Google is doing the same. And they posted that, like Google posted right around November, that they have a certification people can take, and it'll take them like 3 months, $49 a month or something like that, and they would start them off at $55 a year. So I'm glad what BuildAll is doing, because it's shaping up to now we are our own presence on the internet, because I have friends that have kids in college that's taking up marketing and digital marketing. They are clueless to what we have now.
Absolutely.
And I talked to some of the
That's right.
professors, and it really surprised me. I ended up being at the university when I used to attend for like 2 hours talking to the marketing people. They drilling me for questions. I'm talking about professors. They are totally clueless to what we have to offer. So I'm very happy with what BuildAll is doing as far as shaping up the platform. And I'm very proud of what you all are doing. It's life changing. I'm very thankful.
Tyree, I taught at a college for 35 years. I taught computer science. And every time I wanted to get into vocations or something like internet marketing, or I never would mention the dirty word MLM, but I would mention marketing. They said, no, we're not a vocational school. We're a college, and we teach 4-year history and geography and all the business and all that, but we're a college and we're not going to enter into that. And you are correct. Now everybody is coming to those gurus who worked hard to get where they are without college, just by digging and learning and scratching and doing what they had to do to get by. So plans are changing, colleges are changing. They see the money, where the money is going, and they're having to change. And so they are teaching online courses and digital marketing courses.
Yes, I had one college contact me toward the last part of last year, when I didn't know they had been watching what I've been doing and things like that over the past 3 years, but they wanted me to write a marketing course, marketing curriculum of what I knew of what's been done, so they can use it. But what got me is that they were going to make it a master's course, not a bachelor's course. Yeah, and they showed me what they wanted. Their students that would take in marketing would have to complete the marketing degree and then take that for a master's course, and they were going to charge $40,000 for that. That's what they were charging it. Yes, as part of the master's course they have taken. Lord knows I can't say bad words, so I try not to have bad thoughts, and I just politely decline. That's the best that I can do without, committing a sin that I don't need to commit. I'm still trying to ask forgiveness for the other ones, because I was roaring in my 20s. Oh yes, I was.
Weren't we all, though? Really?
Yeah.
Thank God I made it past the 20s. That's all I could say. But Tyree, you could still create that marketing course, but instead of giving it to the college, put it on the Builder on Marketplace. Go to Max Bounty, go to ClickBanks or whatever. That I don't do that stuff, but you could totally do that. Have affiliate marketers promote it for you. I mean, you're a great teacher and you do know what you're talking about. So if I were you, I would create a course and I would start promoting that thing like crazy.
Coming from a proven professional as yourself, I'll strongly consider that, because I take It's like you all, I got 5 Midas touches at my fingertip with you all, and then Shelly as a bonus. So when you all speak, it's like an E.F. Hutton effect for me. I really listen, and again, I'm very appreciative. I've seen the growth, and I'm like getting my popcorn and enjoying the continuous growth. For me, I'm a continuous education person. I like to continue learning. So it makes it easier for me to learn and learn the right way when I'm learning from you all. It doesn't matter what I already know. It matters where I want to go, but what I'm learning as I go. And you all are creating a legacy for me. I'm really, really thankful. Thank you.
You're so sweet. If you create your course, let me know and I'll help you get the whole funnel put together and everything.
I definitely will. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
In fact, Friday I'll be starting another part of, because I always research people who I'm going to learn from. And one of the gentlemen, I'll mention his name. His name is Jason McDonald. He's been on the internet, like you said. He could have held hands with Al Gore when it first came on. That's how long he's been on. So I always I'm constantly learning his continuous education courses. So it allows me to do the things that I know can be done and be outside the box with it too. And I really like what you all are doing, because you all are in the box, but outside the box too. And that's great, because I'm getting it from all angles, and I'm loving it. It's giving me life energy. Thank you.
It's an absolute beautiful thing. I mean, we all pinch ourselves every day. It's like, what, I get paid to do this? That's like amazing to me. I get to like teach people and create videos and help. I love to hear, I love the light bulbs, and I love to hear, oh my gosh, that video you made, that helped me so much. I love all, and I never get tired of it. I love it every time, because how often do you get appreciated for the job that you did? Never. When I had a regular job, never the type of appreciation I get for working with Builderall. Right?
I was just hoping you would share the link to one of the sites we built tonight, the business card. I mean, we can do it. We can make our own, like you said, step by step. But the first link that had the yellow background was beautiful. I thought you were going to post that link, but
Let me see. Which one are you talking about? Let me go
it was
back.
early in the hours.
Which
the
one?
one just before that.
Not that one, right? So let's see. Is it this one?
Maybe.
Nope. Let's see.
Nope.
This one?
That'll do. That's fine. Because
Okay.
yeah. See how,
Yeah.
and that's on a magic funnel, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Please.
You are more than welcome to have this one too if you want. Let me see
Yes.
here. So it's this, and I'll just grab the public link and copy, and I'll add it to the chat. Stop share. There you go.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. You guys have any other questions for me? No?
Hi, Bridget. It's Armando.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, great. Just finally meeting up with you finally, and let me put my video on. Okay, here we go. Sorry. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, excellent. I got your notification saying that there was a meeting today, so I had to be here. I'm a good supporter.
Well, thank you for joining. I appreciate it.
Yes. I'm gonna put my mute back on, and you can go ahead and continue your show, and I'll be more happy to listen. I got my wife's about to show up right now, so I got to clean my room, my car, and go walk my dog. And busy day, but I got to do what it takes to make sure I progress in my future with this business I got to create.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on being here, and you're in the right spot. That's what we're all trying to do, for sure.
Thank you.
All right,
Hello,
guys.
everybody.
Well, thank you so much for joining me tonight, you guys. I really appreciate it. Tuesday nights are always so much fun. And it's all because of you guys. It's like I could do this training every single day, but Tuesday nights are definitely something Builderall special. I think I'm gonna trademark Builderall special because it's not regular special, it's Builderall special. So again, thank you so much for joining me, and I'm sure that I will see a lot of you in my training tomorrow. So go build it with Builderall, you guys. Have a good night.